Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to transcribe audio files, summarize using AI agent and store in Notion. So let's suppose I'm running weekly podcast and I'm updating or uploading all my podcasts in my Google Drive. Now I want that as soon as I upload a new podcast, the transcription should be automatically generated using Happy Scribe and the summary should be automatically generated using AI agent. Here I'm going to use my AI agent as OpenAI and the page should be automatically created in my Notion. Now doing this manually will consume a lot of time, so I'm completely going to automate this process. And to do this automation, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Google Drive, Happy Scribe, OpenAI and Notion. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I'm going to build this connection in such a way that whenever I'm going to upload a new file in Google Drive, the transcription should be automatically generated using Happy Scribe and the summary will be automatically generated using OpenAI and the page will be automatically created using Notion. Now, if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to transcribe audio files, generate summary using AI agent and store in Notion. For this, we are going to create automation between Google Drive, Happy Scribe, OpenAI and Notion with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser. Now after browsing the website, we need to sign in to a Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll go with the sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I've created over here. If you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow for which I need to click on this create workflow button. And first I need to provide the workflow name and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let's name this workflow as Transcribe audio file summarize using AI agent and store in Notion. And now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders which have been created and here I'm going to select this as AI agent and then click on create. Here workflow created successfully. As soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to transcribe the audio files, then summarize it, and then store it in Notion, which means whenever I'm going to upload a new file in my Google Drive, it will be automatically transcribed with the help of Happy Scribe, and the summary will be automatically generated using OpenAI and store in Notion. So here in my trigger application, I will be taking Google Drive because whenever I'm going to upload a new file, this complete workflow here will get triggered because trigger says when this happens. When I upload a new file and an action says do this, then generate the transcription, generate the summary and store that in Notion. So here in my trigger application, I'm quickly going to take Google Drive. And then in my trigger event, I'm going to take this new file in a specific folder and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection and then click on this sign in with Google. Here you need to choose your account with which you have logged in your Google Drive. And after choosing your account, you simply need to click on this allow to grant away the permissions and here authorization successful. Your data is completely safe with Pabbly Connect, so you can do this too. I've selected my trigger event and after that I have to select this folder. So over here I have created a folder by the name upload meeting. You can select it from this drop down or from this URL you simply need to enter the ID of this folder. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to toggle on this mapping button, remove this ID and enter that ID in which I want to upload the file. But over here, if I click on the save and send test request, I'm going to receive a 0 response because I have not uploaded any file over here. So I have already downloaded a podcast which I am going to drag and drop it over here, and let's wait till it gets uploaded. And here it has been uploaded. So here I am going to open this once.
Hello everyone, my name is Tom, and today I have with me two of my awesome colleagues. We can start by getting them introduced. Samir.
So this is the audio file which I have uploaded, and I have to follow a very important step. I have to go towards the 3 dots, go towards the share, and then click on the share and then give away the general access. Now over here you can see the general access is restricted, and I have to give away the general access to anyone with the link so that this file could be processed, accessed, and the transcription and the summary could be generated. So here we have to give away the general access to anyone with the link, and then we simply need to click on done. I have uploaded the file, given away the access, and now I'm simply going to click on save and send test request. Let's wait for the response, and here we have received the response. I've received the web view link, web content link, and the rest of the details. So over here in this web content link, I have the file which I have uploaded. So I'm going to copy and paste it in a new tab. Let's check whether it is the same file or not, and here it has been downloaded. It is the same file. I'm going to open this.
Hello everyone, my name is Tom. Today I have with me two of my awesome colleagues.
So this is the same file which I have uploaded and received the response in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So now we can say that we have created this connection. As soon as I have uploaded the file, I have received that response over here. And whenever I'm going to upload a new file, I will start capturing that response over here. But it is important to understand that Google Drive is a polling based application, which means it will check for the response in 10 minutes and not instantly. So if I upload a file, it will check for the response after 10 minutes and not give me the response instantly. You can select your trigger time by clicking on the 3 dots, go towards this set trigger time, and from this drop down, select your own trigger time. I have selected this as 10 minutes and then clicked on save. So here we are done with the first step. I have uploaded or added the file to my Google Drive, and now I want to generate the transcription of this audio file, and to do that I'm going to use this Happy Scribe. So here in my action application, I'm going to take Happy Scribe. So first I'm going to create this transcription, and for that I'm going to click on or select my action event as create transcription and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, and now to make this connection we have to enter these details. So to get these details, I have to log into Happy Scribe, go to setting page, and then I have to enter API and get API key. I am going to open my Happy Scribe account. On the left hand side where I can see all these options, and on the left bottom I can see that over here I have my account, and I am going to go towards this personal settings. So here this box has opened in front of me. I can see this account, notification, and API. I am going to click on this API and let's open this. So here I have this API key and the token. So first I'm going to copy this API key, and then I have to enter the organization ID which is given over here. This is the organization ID. So I'm going to paste it over here. Now over here you can see that we have to write bearer in front of this API key. So I'm going to copy and paste it over here in my API key. So here this is how we have to enter this. Now over here I have already built a existing connection. I'll go with that and then click on save. Here Happy Scribe is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter the transcription name and the rest of the details. So let's suppose I want to give this the name as podcast, and then I'm going to select the language. Over here it is written that I can view the list, so I'm going to click on the hyperlink, and I want to select the English US. So I'm simply going to copy and paste that over here, and then I have to enter the media URL. Now it is very important to understand that in this media URL we have to enter the web content link we have received from the previous response. We are not going to enter this manually. Instead we are going to click on the field on which we have to upload this. We have to click on Google Drive and simply click on this web content link. So here in this media URL I have entered this web content link, and I need to select this workspace name. So if I open my Happy Scribe, I'm going to enter this my workspace. So I'm going to copy and paste it over here. And is subtitle, I'm going to select this as false and then click on save and send test request. I'm going to wait for the response, and here I have received the response. So it says the ID is this, name is this, and then the rest of the details. So here we have generated the transcription of this audio file, and now I am going to export this. And to do that, I'm again going to take my action application as Happy Scribe. And then in my action event, I have to export now. So I'm going to select export and then click on connect. I have already an existing connection. I'll go with save, and then I'm going to enter the format. Now I want this in a PDF format, so I've selected that. You can select according to your choice and preference. I have selected the format as PDF because in my OpenAI or my AI agent, I will be using this PDF file. So here in this transcription, I'm going to toggle on this button of mapping, remove this ID, and then I'm going to enter the response which I have received from this create transcription. So this is the ID. As I've told you earlier, I have received the ID of this transcription. So this is the ID which I have to map. In the show timestamps, I'm going to select this as false. Speaker is true, comments is false, highlights is true. I have selected or entered the transcription. Here I have selected the format, transcription ID, and all the details. I'm simply going to click on save and send test request, and here I have received the response. The format is PDF, the status is pending, and after just few minutes this status will change. So now that I have created the export, I want to retrieve this export, and for that I'm going to click on add action step button again, and the final step of this Happy Scribe, I'm going to take my action application, and then I'm going to retrieve this export and then click on connect. I'm going to select the existing connection, and I'm going to enter the export ID which I have received in this create export step. So over here I have received this ID, and I'm going to map that. Now over here I have not entered any detail manually, as you have seen, because mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make the fields static and the information will not change even if you have received a new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. So that's why we are keep mapping the details instead of entering it. I'm going to click on save and send test request. Let's wait for the response, and the status has changed to ready. The format is PDF. So here I have received the export of the transcription which we have generated, and I want to generate the summary. So for that I'm going to click on add action step button, and then in my action application I'm going to take my AI agent as OpenAI. Till now I have uploaded the file, created the transcription, and then retrieve the export of this transcription, and now I'm going to generate the summary of this transcription of the audio file which I have uploaded. In my action event, I'm going to select this as extract content from PDF/image and then click on connect. Over here, if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make the connection, you have to enter the token. Following the help desk given below, we are going to enter the token, and I'm going to click on the hyperlink, and it has taken me towards this API keys page. To create a new API token, you simply need to click on this create new secret key. First, you have to provide the key name. The key name is test. The project will be default project. The permissions will be all, and then you simply need to click on this create secret key. A new API token will be provided to you, which you need to copy and simply paste that over here. Now here, as I have already an existing connection, I have created this connection multiple times. I'm going to select the existing connection and then go with save. Here OpenAI is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter these details. So first I'm going to select my AI model as GPT-4o Mini. Now here I'm going to enter this image or the PDF URL. I'm going to enter this from the previous response, and my previous response is this retrieve and export step. So I'm going to click on this retrieve and export, and then I'm going to map this download link. If you want, I can open this for you, and we are going to check whether it is the same transcription of the audio file that I have shown you or not. So I'm going to open this once. I'm going to copy it, paste it in a new tab. Let's open this. And here I have downloaded this. And this is the file
Hello everyone, my name is Tom and today I have with me two of my awesome colleagues and we can start by getting them introduced. So this is the same exact transcription of that particular audio file. So I'm going to map that over here and now I'm going to enter the prompt. So here I'm going to enter the prompt that provide me with the summary of this podcast. I'm going to enter. So here I've written, I will provide you with a transcript of podcast. Your task is to extract and structure all the relevant information regardless of podcast type and give me the detailed summary. So here I have entered the prompt and now I'm going to enter the structured output. So over here with the help of the structured output, I will be able to extract the details from this image of the PDF URL and then the summary will be generated. And to get this, I have to enter the data in this structured output field using the JSON schema. So how we are going to generate this JSON schema? For that, I'm going to click on the hyperlink under this important note and I will be redirected towards this structured outputs page. Now to create this, we have to click on this generate and here it says describe how you want the model to respond and we will generate a ready to use JSON schema. So I'm going to enter that I want the summary. First, I'm going to write summary and then I have to write type of text and then I'm going to write give the summary of the podcast. So here I have entered this. I'm simply going to click on this create. We have to make sure that whenever we want to get the JSON schema, we have to enter all the fields. Now here I simply want the summary. So I have entered one field only and in this particular format only. So I'm going to click on this create and you will see I'm going to receive the response just in few seconds. And here we have received this. If you do not find this apt, you can simply click on this generate again and then enter the field which you require again. So here I do not find it apt. So here I'm going to generate the JSON schema again. I have entered it. I'm going to click on create. Let's wait for the response. So here I have received this JSON schema. I'm going to copy this entirely by clicking over here and I'm simply going to paste it over here in the structured outputs. I've entered all the required details. I'm simply going to click on save and send test request. Let's wait for the response. And here I have received the response. The type is meeting summary. Detailed summary is this. The podcast features a discussion about RingCentral's AI APIs and their application in conversational intelligence. The speakers, Tom, Samir, and will introduce themselves and their roles in articulating the value of open platforms. So this is the summary which it has generated for the audio file which I have uploaded and generated the transcription for. I want to add this to the page which I've created in my Notion by the name meeting notes. And to do that, I'm going to click on add action step button and then in my action application, I'm going to search for Notion. And then in my action event, I'm going to select it as create page and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on add new connection, then click on connect with Notion. Here you need to choose your page. I'm going to click on select page and then I'm going to select all the pages and simply click on this allow access. So here Notion is connected with Pabbly Connect and now I have to enter the page. Now over here I have created the page by the name meeting notes. So I'm going to select this from the drop down which is this one meeting notes. I'm going to enter the title which I have received from this OpenAI which is this meeting summary and the content or the summary which we have generated with the help of OpenAI. I'm simply going to click on save and send test request. Let's wait for the response and here it is. This response is a positive one. I'm going to open my meeting notes and here is the meeting summary. And this is the same exact summary which we have generated with the help of OpenAI. Now all your summary of this podcast will be added to this particular page automatically. So you simply have to select the page and you have to enter the title and you have to enter the content. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run. And now to summarize, with a Google Drive as a trigger application where we uploaded the file with the help of Happy Scribe, we created the transcription. And then with the help of that transcription, we created the summary and added that to my Notion. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run. And here we have successfully created automation between Google Drive, Happy Scribe, OpenAI and Notion with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.